All right, so here we are, food science, classwork, and ecology. Hello, why don't you? All right, here it is. Here it is. So if you need to input the answers, watch video 1. This is video 2. We went through and answered, as you can see, most everything. We created separate Excel spreadsheets to create our 3 different um, graphs. Don't forget, we copied. What are you doing out there? Come on in. And then we did file, new spreadsheet, just to show you. And we clicked on the first cell and we did a control V or a paste. And it gives you all that information. And what you're instructed to do is to create a chart. So, how do you make a chart? You say insert chart, and boom, there is your chart. There it is. So, you can attach this when you turn everything in, or you can share it with me. And it shows you the various information that we're working on. So back to the form. So we were down to the last 3 questions in the conclusion. So in the years leading up to the Dust Bowl, farmers are continually increasing their planting. Explain why they would have done this, especially based on the climate data. And this would seem like a reasonable decision at the time. So, the big reason they kept increasing their planting. So we're going to write the reason they increased planting was that who's out there? You know what? I don't think it's funny, and you're going to get in trouble. Not by me. Was that wheat prices were going down. So they reasoned that by increasing the amount planted, they would come even. Does that make sense to you? What happened? We lost the connection? All right. All right. It's, who came online? Make Miguel do it. That's his job. And he's the one that locked it. Okay. Out. Even. Okay. Second question. Is it here? Second question. Okay. One of the most heavily planted crops was red winter wheat. This crop has a maximum root depth of 5 feet. It is planted in mid August and harvested around mid May. How might the replacement of native species with this domesticated crop contributed to the Dust Bowl? Let's go back and look at the root system here. Do you see the root system? The blazing star had a depth of 15 feet. Most everything else was at least 5 feet, if not, I see 8, 9, 10 feet here. So by going for a greater depth, it was holding that soil in place. By destroying the native grasses, nothing could no longer hold the dirt in place. All right. Yes, I'm just going to say because there was nothing holding the dirt in place. All right, so then the third answer, if you were considering buying land and developing a farm today, how's that possible? What precautions would you want to take to protect yourself against the possibility of drought? Oh, drought. So this area has a history of drought. But I also know, I believe there's a huge underground aquifer. So let's look that up. Underground. Do you know what an aquifer is? In Oklahoma. Did I leave? You left. Something happened with the network. It messed everything up. Um, Hold on. And so I'm trying. This is Oklahoma, and there are natural aquifers under the bedrock because there are these drought areas there that they can go 6 or 7 years with hardly any rainfall. And I don't know if you can see this. So um the last question is asking, what would you do to protect yourself against the drought? So one of my first answers would be that I would drill a well, of course, down to the aquifer, which is what I have. Yeah, but this is even further. You got to go through. It says bedrock to get to the water. So, well, it's similar to my well at home. I had to go down to the granite to get to the water. But I'm on the high ridge. You know how High Ridge Road's called High Ridge? But that's also a natural aquifer that the water comes down from Pound Ridge. Let's see if I can find a picture. Pound Ridge. Um, yeah, that doesn't. High Ridge. Um, Water. Uh, oh, there's my plumber. Um, yeah, that doesn't help me. Anyway, okay, back to Oklahoma. So, all right. So we got the underground water. So I would set up irrigation. So I am going to type in number one, irrigation um, of the land. Now, irrigation systems, and I'm doing that sort of at home. Um, this this is, I like this picture here. This is sort of what I'm doing at home with the instead of the sprinklers going up, you have the drip system where it just drips on the dirt. So it doesn't use as much water, So this is an irrigation system. And I have a hose. I bought the hoses with the little holes in it, so it just drips. So that would be number one that I would do. Um, let's see. Um, protect against droughts. Number two that I was thinking about is having rain barrels. Um, yeah. Oh, here's a big farm picture. Same idea that I'm doing at my house with all these drip channels. Um, but yeah, I've been thinking about getting, I'm going to say rain barrels so that you conserve more water. Number two, um, what's this say? Yeah, we know why it's important to conserve water, but what's this? We can't prevent droughts, which we know. Um, limit water use, save rainwater. We gave those ideas. Just trying to see if there's any others. Um, um, well, I would I would say also um, grow drought tolerant ANT plants. Just like in Arizona, they stopped putting grass down and instead they went to this. My uncle made a fortune, colored rocks in their yards. And my uncle sold the colored rocks. And everybody did it down there. So let me see. Um, yeah, native plants are more drought resistance. Install irrigation, soaker hoses. That's what I've got at my house. Use mulch. Does everybody know what mulch is? Yeah, wood chips are mulch. A matter of fact, I was looking at my garden because it's so nice right now. It's all clean, and I got to put down the weed killer and get some mulch. And that's an exercise for me, carrying those 25-pound bags of mulch to all the gardens. Anyway, so mulch helps keep moisture in, it's true. And it keeps weeds down also. All right, so I think we've covered it. So that is it on our grafting the Dust Bowl. We're all done with that unit. And now we're going to tomorrow, I think, start watching Death on a Factory Farm. So this will be interesting. Okay. So I am going to stop